Hey, everybody, welcome to another episode of the Daily D. Today's topic is entrepreneurialism. Did you know that 73% of businesses today are solopreneurs? And out of that percentage, 60% of those are home-based, meaning they work from their home. Now, why is it that people want to become entrepreneurs or self-employed? Let's talk about this. The number one reason when surveyed that people want to become, or individuals want to become entrepreneurs, is for the freedom of being their own boss. Now, freedom means a lot to me. It's a big word, but what they're trying to say is they want to be able to make their own schedule and live life on their own terms. So why is it that so many people go into business but fail? Did you know about 50% of small businesses fail in the first year? 50%, and 73% won't even be around after 10 years. So the success rate of somebody who's going into business isn't very high. So why do people do it? Well, first off, they don't know that that's the fail rate. And if they did, they may change their mind. But really the reason many people go into business and fail is because they don't understand the complexity of, well, I can't even say complexity, because complexity really comes when you add employees. The complexity really comes when you want to grow. But what they really don't get is that it takes a lot of hard work. And I'll use an example. When I was first starting off in business, the first thing I could think about when I got into business was how many employees I could hire to do all the work so that I could collect money. That's what I would think. I used to think, oh man, if I just get like this many people and they all do this much money and help and doing sales, and I could just make, $40,000 a year and I won't really have to do much. That was my thought. I don't know about you guys. If you're in business or been in business, that's usually that's how I started. And I remember getting into, let's say the first year, and I couldn't afford to pay anybody. That was the challenge, right? Everybody has this idea that they're going to hire employees and they're going to have those guys do all the work, and you're not going to get, you could sit back and chill. But really what happened was I got into the business and I realized that I couldn't chill because I had to work, and I couldn't afford to pay anybody until I worked. And I used to kind of gripe and complain and moan and whine about how many hours I had to put in and what I had to do, and throwing out the trash and cleaning up. And so just to give you guys clarity, my first real business that I owned that I wanted to hire employees was a bar. It's a bar, not a grill, just a bar. And the reason I'm saying this is because we would close the bar at 2 a.m. And at 2 a.m. I didn't have any employees the first few weeks. And so what I had to do is, we'd have to clean and throw out the trash. And it was a big place, in 4,400 square feet. So had to literally sweep the whole place, mop the whole place, throw out the trash, wipe down the tables, restock the coolers, wipe down the windows, wipe down the mirrors, clean down the pool tables, clean out the restrooms, scrub the toilets. And I mean, literally, I would be there from, let's say, 2 till 5 a.m. cleaning. And I remember saying, man, this sucks. Is this really what I signed up for? Uh, and, and I remember for so many days, weeks, months, I had to do that because, I was trying to figure out how to get more customers. And so in that process, I couldn't afford to pay anybody until probably about 3 months in. I found some really good people. And as I found those good people, I realized that managing people was another challenge, right? I realized that if I wanted to be successful, I had to learn how to manage people. And managing people wasn't easy. Like, yeah, you would say, oh, you just hire people, they do all the work, and you get to sit back and collect the money. Well, that's not really true either. I realized that I had to work my butt off to help coach them, mentor them. And even at that, it was very hard to do that because many people just don't want to listen, right? I mean, that's the honest truth. Maybe you don't like to listen. I don't like to listen. And so I had to struggle of learning how to coach people, mentor people. And then you have to deal with all the other things. Just because I cleaned all night didn't mean that was the end of the job. It was in the daytime, get the orders, and then go to the bank and make the deposits and order inventory and manage inventory and keep up with licensing, make sure accounting was done, make sure I managed the books, if you will. Man, there was so much to do that really you would think owning a bar is a lot of fun. It was a lot of work. And so here's the summary, right? You want to be an entrepreneur. I want you to be. I want you to own your own business. I want you to be your own boss. If that's what you want, that's the freedom you want to experience, just know that it's not really freedom. And this isn't to discourage you. This is to enlighten you that business ownership is going to be tough. You know, if most businesses fail in the first year, it's really because most businesses will state that there's just not enough demand for their product. What that means is they'll say, well, there's just not enough people that want my product. The honest truth is there's somebody out there selling whatever you're selling, doing whatever you're doing, and they're successful, then there is a market for it. There is a demand for it. The real challenge is that that person is not working hard enough. You know, I have a good friend of mine who used to be a full-time teacher, and he used to sell part-time insurance. And so he worked from 8 to 5 or whatever times this was for school, and then in the evenings he would work from 5 to 10 on insurance. And he did this for several years until he finally made enough money so he could leave teaching. But what it tells me there is that, his business, which he's in today, is insurance. He had to work a lot. He had to work a lot of hours that he didn't want to work to become very successful at what he is doing today. And many people don't understand that that's what it takes. It's not 1 hour a day. If you want to get into business and you still have a job, you should stay there, but you should work really hard. And one of the key indicators for me, for people who want to be entrepreneurs, this is a key indicator. And if you get this, this is what will tell me if you're going to be successful. It'll tell you how you are in your job is exactly how you will be in your business. So and by the way, you got to be real honest with yourself here. Grade yourself. Don't give yourself excuses. So here's the example. If you're on time every day to work for your job, you'll be on time to your business. If you stay late for your job, you'll stay late for your business. If you understand your business well enough, or your current job and position, and you really are motivated to improve it each day, you'll do the same for your business. If you are a good employee, you will be a great business owner. Now, that doesn't mean you'll be successful. Just telling you, be a great one. Success is really very, very hard to define. But I'll tell you, that's what it takes. So if you're watching this and you're thinking, I want to be a business owner, I'm not telling you to think twice. I'm not telling you not to do this. I'm just trying to tell you that it takes time. It takes energy. It takes a lot of work. And it's not to discourage you. It's to inspire you to know that if you want to do this and you can do it good, you're going to be very successful, because there's very few people out there, very few, who will actually do this and be successful at it, because it's not just opening a business and being successful. Many people can get 1 year in, 2 years in, and be like, yeah, I'm doing great. Go 10 years in, go 15 years in like I am. And you'll know that it took a lot of your work those 15 years, and there's a lot of ups and downs, and there's a lot of learning and a lot of lessons, and there's a lot of getting better. All right, wish you nothing but good health, wealth, success, but most importantly, freedom. Have a great day, guys.